Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Friday, January 15th, 2016. Traders is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Please come visit our site at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, great to be with you on a beautiful Friday morning for me coming out of Thailand. It is currently 20:45 hours on Wall Street and 8:45 a.m. in the morning in Bangkok, Thailand. Great to be with you. Having a great morning. Started early. Things are looking great today. We think we have a great trading day ahead of us. Yesterday, well, for most of you, probably yesterday worked out pretty well. I lost my internet, and I didn't get it back till just before the New York session. And luckily, I was able to make some profits during the first 2 hours of New York, and I slept like a baby. Woke up this morning ready for a fresh trading day ahead and looking forward to it. Traders, we have some charts to go over. We're going to talk about some economic stuff, what's going on, and we'll take a look at that. And also data, what kind of news data we have coming out today. So let's get started. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and I'm your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I will tell you that I do record this during the Asia session. So if you are seeing this in London, you need to go back about 10 candlesticks, and you can see where I started this presentation. Traders, I trade using fundamentals, and I trade a technician. I'm more of a technician than I am a fundamentalist. However, today you really need to have a little bit of both in your mind. You need to, you don't need to trade fundamentals. In fact, I don't trade fundamentals. I'm not a fundamental trader, but I do trade the results of fundamentals. So what that means is I don't trade the number. When the number comes out, I don't take that trade. I'll wait 40 minutes, maybe an hour before I get into the trade and see if make sure my sidecars line up, and if everything lines up the way I want it and the charts look good, I'll enter the trade. But I don't trade the numbers. There are people out there that trade fundamentals and trade the numbers and do absolutely great. And my hat's off to them. I tried it, and I just was not good at it. But I am a technician. I love looking at charts and diagnosing charts, candlestick patterns, price structure, price action, support, resistance. I do use indicators. I use harmonics. Why would I use harmonics? Because I love using Fibonacci numbers. And what is harmonics? Harmonic patterns are a bunch of Fibonacci numbers put together, right? And also I use, in another instrument, I use the Ikimoku cloud. I really like the Ikimoku cloud. I think it's very helpful. It's a great tool to use. It's a leading indicator. There's only one line on that whole indicator that is lagging, and it lags 26 candles back. So Ikimoku cloud is another indicator that I use. So that's just a little about me and how I trade. But let's get moving. We got to get over to the risk disclaimer and get to some charts. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's head on over to the news and stuff like that. And by accident, I wiped it off my screen. So let's just restart here and we'll get moving. Yeah, beautiful day today. Wow, a little overcast. Really, really nice stuff going on. Nice. All right, let's take a look at what happened with the Dow. The Dow 30 closed up 1.41%. The S&P 500 closed up 1.67%. The NASDAQ closed up 1.97%. The small cap 2000 closed up 1.28%. Green day on Wall Street. Very, very nice. So let's head on over to the Eurozone. Unfortunately, it looks like it's all in the red there. The DAX closed negative 1.67%. The FTSE 100 closed negative 0.72%. The CAC 40 closed negative 1.80%, with the Eurostoxx 50 closing negative 1.28%. Traders, let's come on over to my side of the world and let's take a look and see what's going on. Remember that these countries are currently trading as Asia is open. The Nikkei 225 out of Tokyo is up 0.49%. S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is up barely at 0.05%. China 850 is up negative 0.54%. That's negative. That's in the red. And the Shanghai is negative 0.35%, and the Hang Seng is also negative 0.66%. And the Kospi out of Seoul is just in the green at 0.15% as their day just gets started. However, Australia's been open for a couple of hours now, but that's what's going on there. Let's take a look at our calendar today. Not much going on today until we hit the U.S. session. In fact, the only thing that I see that's really big in the Eurozone is, let's see, that's about an hour. Yeah, we got some CPI numbers coming out. We got Italian CPI numbers, medium impact coming out today. Got a lot of Italian news coming out today. EU finance minister meeting today. That's about 60 minutes after the open, so not a lot there. If we come into the U.S. session, it gets quite busy, quite active Friday. We have core PPI month-on-month, core retail sales month-on-month, and we also have retail sales month-on-month. I said that, didn't I? No, that's the other one. That's retail sales. That's not core retail sales. Month-on-month. And then we have PPI month-on-month, another high-impact news event in the U.S. session. This is a medium impact, but Michigan consumer sentiment, even though it's medium impact, it does move the market. So just keep an eye on that, my friends. And that will come out at that will be 9:55 a.m. on Wall Street, and that'll be 21:55 in Bangkok, Thailand time. What else do we got going on? Wow, another medium impact is business inventories is coming out. Traders, there is no data over the weekend, and there's no summits or nothing going on over the weekend. So really, you're clear if you wanted to hold any kind of trades over the weekend. You're clear to do that. So that wraps up our indices and our data, what's coming out. So we'll just keep an eye on that as our day goes forward. And let's see what else is going on. Commentary for today. It's Friday, right? So what do we got to watch for today? Well, we got to watch for position squaring, right? People are going to be taking profits today. Markets really moved nicely yesterday, even though I missed most of it. But I did make some nice profits in New York yesterday and was really pleased how my New York session went yesterday. Really, really pleased. So we're looking forward to today. Some wild price action. Some of these pairs are ready to fire. Ready to take positions, and we'll take a look at that in just a second. Like I said, you're clear to keep trades over the weekend. There's no summits, there's no meetings, there's nothing going on. So that's clear to go. Unfortunately, the violence in the world is continuing. I didn't get to read the front page of the Bangkok Post yet today, but it looks like they had another bomb blast and a whole bunch of stuff like that. They have Starbucks, believe it or not. So, yeah, it's not looking very friendly out there in the world, so just be careful. But, however, that's not what we're here for. We're here to be positive and have a great day. And let's take a look at some charts. This is the euro dollar. Now, remember, this is bearish. This trade worked out really nice yesterday. It was two big red candles. I don't know what data brought that out. Maybe that's why I did good in my trade yesterday in New York, was that data. But anyhow, yeah, so we're sideways and we're between support and resistance in that range there. So what I did was I did a trend line. This is a valid trend line. It's a four-touch trend line, so I wanted to break through the trend line, retest it. I want to sell this. I want to sell this at 1.0848. We'll take profit at 1.0809. And how did I get that number? I just looked left of the chart, my friends. Left of the charts, and you can see that's a support area. So that's where I want to take my profits at. Nice, easy trade today. We just got to get out of this range. So it's going to be London Open. Nothing's going to happen between now and London Open. There's no data in Asia. Unless somebody comes out and starts talking, it's going to be pretty quiet. I'd be in front of your charts about 90 minutes before London Open and keep an eye on what's going on. All right, let's take a look at the pound. Pound is in this nasty range, hasn't really moved much, hasn't done anything. Yeah, you're right. This is the same chart as yesterday. Exactly. the trade plan is the same. There's no haven't changed anything. We still want this to retrace back up to the R2 pivot. We want to get in this at about 1.4460. We'll get out at 1.4360. This is a 100 pip trade, but I'm not trading it where it's at now. We're coming into a resistance area of the daily pivot. And if you look left of the chart, there has been some price action, so I would expect a bounce there. That's why I want this to pull back. I'd like to really see it go back all the way to that green line, which is a 200 exponential moving average. That'd be a great trade to the downside. Get a bearish candlestick formation, verify it on a higher or lower time frame, and sell this down all the way down to 1.4360. Got plenty of time. It's Asia. We've got 3 sessions to go through yet, right? Asia, then we got London, then we got New York. Plenty of time to trade this and to make this work. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar did real nice yesterday. If you followed our trade plan yesterday, this worked out very nicely, and it's working out pretty nicely so far today. It's just closed below that 200 exponential moving average line when I took the slide, which is about a half hour ago or so in Asia. And that's what I want to see. But you see that yellow EA? That is a resistance. Well, it's a support line now, but I want it to close below that. And there's not a lot left of the chart. There is some price action left of the chart, so it might stall there, give you a small bounce, but I think it's going to break it. I think once it breaks it, you're clear to head all the way down to 0.6911. So we'd like to get in this at 0.6968, go down to 0.6911. Nice 50 pip trade on the Aussie. And hopefully we can get that done today, even though we have very little data coming out. But there is a lot of medium impact data during the European session, so there is reason for it to move. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the Euro Aussie, one of my favorite pairs to trade. I always said when this thing gets in its rand, it does its thing, right? Look at this pullback. Absolutely great. Pulled all the way back up, past resistance. What does it do? Gives us a bunch of indecision candles. That was your clue, folks. Even if you weren't watching my charts or anything, but that was your clue. You had a nice big blue candle there. And what did you get? 1, 2, 3 candles, indecision, all dojis, right? All indecision candles. After that, your last one was a red one, right? What do you do next? You get a second red candle. Enter, get in that thing. Your stop's just above the wick of that high blue doji, right? You're going to stick your stop right above there. Your risk is like 12 pips. And look at the profits you could have made if you would have stayed in that trade. It came all the way down to the 200 exponential moving average. Folks, I would have told you, to tell you the truth, on that doji with the blue candle there, after the third red candle, I would have been out of the trade myself. That would have been it for me. And to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't have made that trade. And the reason is that was the middle of the night for me in Thailand, as that was in the U.S. session. But for those of you in the U.S. session, that was a great trade. So what do you want to do today? We're at a great spot. We're at a spot to enter this trade and go short. We're below the 200 exponential moving average. We're below the resistance EA. So we'd love to get in this at 1.5526 with confirmation. Going to have to get confirmation whether we get a retest, whether we go to a different time frame, but you need for some confirmation. And we'll bail out of this at the S2 reversal pivot point at 1.5341. And, nice little trade there. So we're going to get in at 1.5526. We're going to get out at 1.5341. Nice trade on a Friday. Like I said, once this gets in its mode, and it's in the bearish mode now, so let's see if we can ride this down. I'm going to keep a real close eye on the Euro Aussie for today. Top of my list, as they would say. All right, let's take a look at a day yen pair. This is a Euro yen pair. Ugly chart, really, really ugly chart. I'm not real enthused here. If you look left of the chart, we have a lot of price action, a lot of support resistance area. We're like in the middle of a lot of Forex junk right here. So you want to be really, really careful here. I drew this trend line, and basically I'm doing a trend line trade here. So I want this to pull back up to this 128.42 area, touch the trend line, and give me a bearish candlestick pattern, and then take it down. And we'll take profit at the 200 exponential moving average, which is support at 127.97. But we have a lot of Forex junk left in the chart, and that means it's going to be a battle coming down. So this is not on the top of my list today to take a look at. I'll keep an eye on it, but this doesn't look good to me. In fact, I'd rather see it go up, to be honest with you. I'd rather see it go all the way back up to resistance at the R1 pivot point, which is at 128.75. that would be a better entry. Let's take that entry and take it down. This way, when you get to the junk, you're break even and you got some nice pips in your pocket. But yeah, just be real careful on this. This doesn't look like this is going to be an easy trade here. But it's there. But we'll keep an eye on it. But the yen is strong. The yen is strong. So we'll keep an eye on what happens. Let's say with the New Zealand dollar, one of my favorite pairs, worked out beautifully yesterday. A nice trade plan. Trade plan worked out just really great. What we want to see is we want to see a pullback here, though. I don't like all this price action again left of the chart. Again, more Forex junk that you have to fight through. Let's get past that. Let's see if we can get this pullback up to this R1 pivot point at 0.6511, and we'll take this down. And then if we get to the daily pivot point, we get in trouble, we'll just get out. That's at 0.6474. So, you've made your almost 38 pips. Get out if you get in trouble with the daily pivot, but we really want to get down to support at 0.6433, which would be a nice trade for us. A nice 60, 70 pip trade there. So we have a lot of options with this New Zealand dollar. Again, this is going to be about the dollar, my friends. This is not about the Kiwi. This is about the dollar. We need the dollar to get weak. We need this to go up, and then either late in London or New York, let the dollar get strong and pull this baby down for us. Let's see if we can get this trade. We'll see what happens. Like I said, we do have a lot of data coming out during the London session, but it's medium and low impact data. So we'll keep an eye on that as we keep moving. All right. Traders, can you believe it's a Friday? It is a Friday. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, please come visit us at our site at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, remember it's Friday, and sometime after the New York close, we will have the Friday wrap-up where we'll go over about 16 daily charts, where we're looking at price action and what we can expect in the week ahead as far as what our currency pairs might do, as we only look at daily charts and looking at price action. So I'm looking forward to doing that after the New York close. Traders, have a great trading day. We're 2 minutes over our time. Have a great trading day, and we'll catch you for the Friday wrap-up. If not, we'll see you at the market opening preview for Monday. Traders, have a great trading day and grab those profits. See you next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.